You guys have been asking for it, and here it is, my first episode of Financial Friday, budgeting, money, and everything in between from a teacher's point of view. Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Kristen. I am a K-8 music teacher as well as an online English teacher, and I make weekly videos about my life in the brick and mortar classroom as well as online. And for the last few weeks, I've been asking you guys what you want to see more of on this channel, and financial and money topics won by a landslide. So for right now, I'm going to create a series called Financial Friday, where it has budgeting, how I get things at a discounted price, just basically anything that has to do with budgeting and money as a teacher. Because let's face it, teachers just make so much money, we've got to figure out how to budget it. Said no one ever. If you're wondering why I'm filming this in my car, I'll be very honest with you. I just went to my classroom for the very last time for the next 3 to 4 weeks, and I got everything I needed to continue remote teaching my students. Once again, I am K-8 music, so I'm figuring out how to send assignments to my students remotely each and every week, and I figured I wanted to film this video anyway, and what better way to do it than in my car after getting kicked out of my classroom because they just shut off. It is 12:20. They literally just shut their doors, turned off our PEDs, and teachers are not allowed back in their classrooms. But Financial Friday, episode 1, 5 things I have not yet bought in 2020. The date is March 16th, so we are well halfway through the 3rd month of 2020. And here are the following things I have not yet bought. If you are also a meticulous teacher like myself, leave the things you do not buy or haven't yet bought this year down below in the comment section. Give this video a huge thumbs up to make the algorithm gods happy. Make sure to subscribe to be updated for each and every future video. Also, if you are looking for things to help you out in your regular classroom or online, the list of everything I use to make life easier is down below. Not sponsored, it's just legitimately what I use each and every day. But without any further ado, let's get into the things I have not bought yet in 2020. Number 1 are winter clothes and attire, which for me is a big deal because when Christmas time came around, this coat had holes in both of its pockets and on the inside lining. And rather than go buy a brand new coat, one of my goals for 2020 was to be more of a fixer than a replacer. So I actually remember going to my grandma's house for pork and sauerkraut on New Year's Day, and I took a little mini sewing kit I got from the theater. Side note, I am an actor, was in a show that before it got canceled for the virus. But I took my little mini sewing kit to my grandma's house. I pulled out the inseams of the pocket, stitched them up, and then stitched up the inseam. It has worked flawlessly. I also keep little drawers in the front room of my house. They house all my hats, my scarves, my mittens, so that when I get ready to go for the day, right by my front door is this little table with drawers. I can grab my keys, my sunglasses, pull out a hat, scarf, and gloves, and I am good to go. Number 2 is makeup. Outside of the musical that I was currently in, that is no longer happening, I'm going to say that in every note, aren't I? I have not bought anything. I have lived off my stockpiled foundations, powders, mascaras. I am also not washing my hair as much because it was going into rollers and hot irons more often than not. So I was dry shampooing more. I have not bought any of those items since just after Thanksgiving I restocked, and it has lasted me a long time. I used to be an extreme couponer. I'm kind of like a recovering extreme couponer, and I am still going through boxes of toothpaste, still tubes of deodorant, razor, shave gel, just really everything, because there was no expiration date on those things, so I did not need to buy them. I'm not an extreme couponer anymore because I don't have the time, and a lot of places don't double coupons anyway, so the fun math figures I was doing before haven't really gone into place. If you're still an extreme couponer, let me know down below because I love seeing those deals. Love it. But outside of my musical, no makeup has been purchased. Number 3 for me are shoes of any kind. And again, this is a big deal for me because right around Thanksgiving, my favorite pair of black boots that I wore every single day, the heel was coming off. And I just thought, well, I'm going to be throwing those away. But a quick trip to my art teacher's room, she gave me a hot glue gun. I applied the glue, let it sit for 10 minutes, and then actually walked on the shoes to really keep the pressure and let the glue dry. And they've worked. I do try to polish my shoes, and if I have black shoes that have little specks or chips in them, I take a black Sharpie and I cover on it just to kind of fill that in. I try to make my shoes last at least 2 seasons. So if I buy a pair of running shoes for the summer, I want them to last 2 summers. If I buy a pair of boots or rain boots or whatever, I want them to last 2 seasons. And I've gotten really good about moving my seasonal shoes into parts of my closet. So right now, my sandals and my flip-flops are up in the corner storage part of my closet, and then when the seasons get warmer, I will swap my warm clothes with my cool, so I will have just things moving. It helps me keep away from fast fashion. It helps me from making impulse purchases because I know I have those items in my closet. Number 4 on my list are blowouts or hairstylings of any kind. Now, I did get my hair cut before my show, but I usually go in for nice events and get blowouts, styling, updos, whatever. I have not done that since mid-October when I had a big event that I went to. Blowouts in Central Ohio cost about $40, give or take, depending on where you go. But I figure if I can just take that extra time to use my round brush, blow it dry, I can do my own blowouts. I do have a video, I'll link it up above, of my teacher evening routine where I do wash my hair and I've got this nice stylizer. It looks like a round brush and a blow dryer in one, and it lets me lift and put volume in my hair as I blow it dry. And in less than 15 minutes, I can dry and style all of this hair. It's totally worth it. I think it's actually listed down below, the product I use, in the description box that shows all the things I use to make my life easier. But any product that lets me blow dry and style this hair in that amount of time, and I do only wash my hair once a week, golden. And number 5 on my list is bottled water. I am a big fanatic of water bottles, having one in my classroom, having one in my car, having one at home. It has helped me not only financially because I'm not going to a vending machine, but obviously I'm using less plastic, I am having less waste, and it's just better for the environment. It helps out my budget, it helps out the environment, it keeps me hydrated, because if you're not a teacher, let me just tell you, that will ruin your voice if you do not take care of it. I haven't taught in 2 days. It's Monday and I had school on Friday, and I am still raspy because I yelled over my band. My choice. I didn't use my megaphone. It's my fault. But I am still recovering from yelling. So if I have something that can keep me hydrated, then I'm going to use it. And if I'm not using bottled water, it just helps me financially and with the environment. But those are my top 5 things I have not yet bought in the year 2020. If you have a list of things, whether or not you're a teacher, share them down below. I am all about sharing tips and tricks to help anybody, not just educators, save money. But if you are a teacher and you know of tips and tricks to help you as an educator, please share them down below. I also have a Facebook page called Kristen's Classroom. I share all my diet, my budget, anything down there. It's really just a place to get free content from me. I do not sell stuff on there. When I did keto, I put meal plans on there. I now put budgeting things on there. Just anything to help teachers out is what I'm all about. But anyway, that is my first episode of Financial Friday. Let me know your thoughts. Again, give it a huge thumbs up. Let me know if you want to see any specific future topics listed down below in the description box. That is it for me. I'm going to go in my house and figure out how to remote teach K through 8 right now. I think I've got a plan. It's going to take me a little bit of time to figure out, and then we're just going to go from there, see how it works, and take it one day at a time. Educators, we can do this. If you are able to help tutor other people's students, let me know down below in the comments, how they can get in contact with you, what grades, your experience. So if somebody's looking for an English tutor or a math tutor, they might be able to reach out to you if you are also a teacher. Anyway, you guys, please take care of yourselves, wash your hands, quarantine, don't go outside, and be kind to people. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Hey you guys, and welcome to my quarantine morning routine. With everything surrounding COVID-19 and these uncertain times, I wanted to share a video that we could all relate to. So here's exactly what I do each and every day to remain productive. I do teach English online between the hours of 7 and 9 a.m. I'm currently a teacher for VIPKID, and what really helps me during this time is having this constant why that gets me up and out of bed. If I didn't have to teach the kids in the morning, I would probably sleep in, so it helps keep me on my regular schedule when I know I'm waking up to teach 4 kids each and every day. By 9 a.m., I am finished teaching. I quickly type parents' feedback on how their children did in class that day, and this is also the time when my husband comes into our office to begin his day of working from home. And of course, if there's anything to add to your schedule, it's to make your bed each and every day. Making my bed has been my constant. No matter what I do, I know I'm going to go up there and make it once the husband and I are out of it. From there, I head downstairs. Since he's working upstairs and on a Zoom call, I am downstairs making a nice little makeshift office with our dining room table. And if you're someone like me, I just recommend making a nice space. You see I pulled flowers, a little candle, brought my coffee, and now I have office hours with my K-8 students and their parents. Now, my usual workout is Zumba class at the gym, but as that is not currently an option, my husband found me a Zumba class on the Nintendo Switch. And as you see in my right hand, I'm holding one of the controllers. That's how the game knows that I am following the girl on the screen. Now, I won't lie, this was very humorous to film and edit because you can barely see the people on the screen, but I promise you, doing a Zumba class for me on my Fitbit burns over 600 calories for the hour. I'm not sure what my neighbors think of me when they see me in that open window, but it's fine. I get my workout in, I'm still home, I'm still moving my body, which is what I recommend for you guys each and every day. With all the constant hand washing, I do recommend people to get a good moisturizing hand lotion. And since I am home, you will not see me putting on any makeup whatsoever. In place of a daily makeup routine, I simply put on my evening skincare in the morning when I'm getting ready. This ensures that my skin has time to breathe and it's not spending hours each and every day under foundation. You see here that my husband called. He did run out and do some errands for work this day, so we do try to talk at some point whether or not he's working from home, because we do try to respect each other's space when we are both working remotely.